Hello everyone, in this video we will be explain our topic Pancasila as the foundation in developing science in a clear and simple way. So let's start with what Pancasila really is.
Pancasila is the basic philosophy of Indonesia. It has 5 main principles.
The first is belief in God. It remains scientists to be honest and follow it.
The second is humanity. It teaches us to use science to help people.
The third is unity. It means we should work together and share knowledge.
The fourth is democracy. It supports freedom and open discussions.
And finally, the fifth is justice. It means science should be fair and benefit everyone.
So, those are the 5 principles of Pancasila.
First, when we do research, belief in God reminds us to be honest and ethical.
Second, using science to help others shows humanity.
Third, teamwork and collaboration reflects unity.
Fourth, sharing ideas freely shows democracy.
And finally, making sure everyone enjoys the results of science shows justice.
And for example, a group of students made a renewable energy project for a village without electricity.
This project uses science but also respect people's needs, that's humanity.
They worked together, showing unity, and shared their knowledge, showing democracy.
By giving equal access to energy, they practice justice.
So, this shows how Pancasila values can guide real scientific work.
Science always requires decisions. Every experiment, every new idea, and every finding has consequences. Science that lacks values can lead to big issues like harming the environment or creating unfairness in society. That's why Pancasila is important. It helps scientists think not only about can we do this, but also should we do this? With Pancasila, science is driven by a sense of right and wrong. It encourages taking responsibility, being humble, and understanding how science affects people. So, science that follows Pancasila values is not only better, but also fair and long-lasting.
When we talk about humanity, it means that science and technology should always help people. Technology is supposed to make our lives easier, not harder, and it should respect human dignity. However, scientists' progress can also create problems. Sometimes it causes a gap between the rich and the poor, especially in access to healthcare, education, and technology. If this is ignored, science may benefit only a small group of people. This is where the values of Pancasila become important. Because by applying Pancasila, scientists can focus on real problems faced by society, such as health, education, and environmental issues. These values teach us kindness, empathy, and responsibility. Scientists should not only work in laboratories, but also listen to communities and understand their needs. When science is guided by humanity, it can be used ethically and fairly. So, in this way, science becomes a tool for social justice and helps improve the quality of life for everyone.
Today's work, teamwork is key. Not big discovery is made by just person. Pancasila's unity encourages people from different areas, places, and countries to work together. When scientists share information and knowledge, science grows quicker and accurately. Unity also means accepting different views, different ideas can help science, not harm it. So unity is the base of strong and creative scientific progress.
Democratic principles in science also support transparency and accountability. Researchers are encouraged to explain their findings clearly so the public can understand them. This transparency helps society see how scientific conclusions are made. It also reduces misunderstanding and misinformation in the community. Through open dialogue, science becomes more inclusive and accessible to everyone. Pancasila emphasizes unity and social justice, which guides scientists to work for the common good. Scientific freedom must be balanced with moral values and national principles. Scientists should use their knowledge to solve real problems faced by society. By expressing democracy values, scientists' research becomes more ethical and responsible. In conclusion, democracy in science strengthens innovation, public trust, and social harmony. When guided by Pancasila, science can develop freely while still protect human values.
Justice makes sure that the benefits of science are shared fairly. Science should not only benefit a small group of people, but everyone in society. Often, technology develops faster in cities than in rural areas. This creates gaps in education, healthcare, and access to information. Pancasila reminds us that science should reduce unfairness, not make it worse. Scientific progress should help bridge social gaps, not widen them. Equal access to education, healthcare, and technology is part of fairness. People in remote areas deserve the same opportunities as those in big cities. When science is guided by justice, policies and innovations are made with empathy, scientists and decision makers consider who will benefit and who might be left behind. This value also encourages long-term thinking. Science should not only focus on speed and profit, but also on social impact. With justice as the foundation, science can truly support national development. It becomes a force that uplifts people, strengthens unity, and creates a better future for all.
Now, let's discuss some of the challenges of applying the principles of Pancasila to science.
How can we make sure that science always follows Pancasila?
We can start by thinking about ethics and the impact of your research.
Yes, and we must work together and be transparent.
Also, every result should be fair and useful for all people.
That's right, with that mindset, science can truly reflect Pancasila values.
Finally, let's make a short conclusion.
In conclusion, Pancasila is not only your philosophy but also a guide for skies.
It teaches us to use knowledge wisely for people and purpose.
Science with Pancasila values will make the world better.
Let's always apply these values in our study and future work.